Hi everyone, so I've got a festival makeup tutorial for you today and I'm going to start off with the eyebrows. So I'm going to put soap in the eyebrows so that they go more fluffy, as I think this would look better with a more bold eye. And then I'm going to go in with the NYX brow pencil and the Misguided brow marker to create a fluffy effect. So as you can see, I'm just putting the soap in the eyebrows with the brush and then patting it down with my finger to make it all flat.
And his mum couldn't afford Diet Coke, so I'd buy a Diet Coke. And I couldn't break up with him because I thought she's going to have no Diet Coke.
So next I'm carving out the eyebrows with the P. Louise base in shade 01 and I'm doing this with a flat shader brush. Not only will this make the eyebrows look a lot better, it'll also prime your eyes ready for your eyeshadow. So this P. Louise base is amazing for bright eye looks like this because it really does make the colours pop. As you'll see in a minute, they all just blend dead seamlessly and I don't really have to put much effort in to blend them out. So I'm going to blend in the base with a beauty blender and then follow that with blending it in with my finger. Sometimes it is, you just need to go over it with your finger to make sure it's blended in properly. So now I'm just going to blend in the P. Louise base that I couldn't quite get with a beauty blender, more around the eyebrows just so it's all blended in nicely and there's no harsh edges. So next I'm going to go in with this pink colour in the crease and I'm going to do this in circular motions. This colour is from the Stacey Marie Carnival palette and this is a really good palette if you want to do a few festival looks this summer because it has loads of bright colours for you to use. So once I've got the colour intensity that I want, I'm going to blend this out with a clean blending brush just so it all blends in nicely with the base. Doing this step will just prevent any harsh edges, which is really important because we want it to blend out nicely towards the brow bone. Next I'm going to apply this darker pink colour into the outer corner with a smaller brush, and this colour is more of a maroon colour. It's from Makeup Forever. I'll put the shade down below, but it's really nice. It blended out really nicely and it just added a bit more intensity to the outer corner rather than it just being one shade of pink. I also used the brushes from before just to make sure it blends in with the lighter pink, just so that again there's no harsh edges. And then I'm going to apply this blue colour all over the lid with my finger rather than a brush. And it is from the Urban Decay Stone Vibes palette, and the shade is called Ojo. This was a really nice colour. It's more on like the pigment side rather than a palette, which really surprised me. I didn't think they'd be that pigmented just from an eyeshadow, so I'm really happy with that palette. Actually, my nan got me that for Christmas, so she did well there. Well done, Nana Sue. So after making sure that blue colour was blended in with the pinks, I then wet a flat shader brush and I tried to get some more intensity from that blue colour. However, it just made it a bit more neater. It didn't really get any more pigment from it, but I was really happy with the pigment anyway. I just thought it'd be worth a try. So next I go in with a winged eyeliner, and I do this using a light blue colour, and I did use a P. Louise Basic base, and it is in Touch of Frost. And this isn't really meant for an eyeliner, but I did it anyway, and I just set it with a kind of translucent powder just so it didn't budge. So I really loved how that liner turned out. I'm definitely going to get some more colours in that P. Louise base because they were really affordable as well. Next I'm just cleaning up the under eye just so I can start on the foundation. So for foundation, I used the Maybelline Superstay foundation as always with a Zoeva brush. So I did make sure the foundation was blended nicely into the neck as well, and I did go for a full coverage foundation just because of how bold the eye look was. So I did go around the eyebrows with a smaller brush rather than my regular foundation brush, just so I didn't ruin the eyebrows that I'd created. And then I go in with an even smaller brush just to get the tiny parts that I couldn't get with that brush, if that makes sense at all. Now I'm going to do concealer under the eyes. I use the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer with a beauty blender, I did apply quite a lot just because with it being a festival look, you want it to be long wearing because obviously you're going to be there for about 12 hours. And I blended this out all seamlessly and went in with a brush to go around the eyes. So I did set the eyes with the Makeup Revolution Translucent Loose Powder, and this is the first time I used this product and I actually really liked it. And then I go and conceal the nose and the chin and then set it with the powder as well. So then I'm just brushing off the excess powder that I don't really need with a duo fibre brush, and then I will go on to setting the whole face with the Bourjois Healthy Mix Powder in 03. Here I'm just doing the under eyes, the under eye eyeshadow. I'm going to go in firstly with the lighter pink colour that I used first on top of the eyes, and then I'm going to go in with that maroon colour as well. Making sure as well that I'm blending out with a clean blending brush afterwards, just to make sure there's no harsh edges again. And then I put a bit more of that Makeup Revolution powder on just because I did have a bit of fallout from that pink colour, and that did seem to fix it, so it was all good. So I also added some black eyeshadow just to make it a bit more dramatic under the eye. The pinks just weren't doing it for me, I needed something more. I then added a blue eyeliner into the waterline. So I'm then bronzing the cheekbones with the MAC bronzer that I always use in Deep Dark, I think it is. I'll link it below anyway. And I'm also going to go onto the forehead, the nose and the chin. I wanted a really bronzy look just because the eye's very dramatic, so I wanted a dramatic base as well. And Jess is just looking at her eyes just because she's never had a makeup done before, so I think it's a bit of a bold look to go straight in with. I put her in the deep end. And can we just take a minute to appreciate Jessie's nose? That is the most perfect nose I've ever seen in my whole life. I might just take her to Turkey and say, this is what I want. Please do that for me. And then I'm just putting some blush on. This is the Milani Luminoso blusher. And this has like golden reflex in it, so it makes it really glowy as well. And then I'm going in with the sleek highlighter on the apples of the cheeks and the nose. And then I think I'll go in with the Becca Champagne Pop as well on the cheekbones. And then I'm just highlighting the inner corners. This colour is from the Jaclyn Hill Vault palette, as it's really bright. It's more bright than the highlighter. And then I'm just spraying the face with the Vitamin E spray from Superdrug. And I'm not going to lie, I did drown the face in this just because I wanted a more dewy look. And when it dried, it took away that matte look from it, because I did use a lot of powders. And then I'm just measuring the eyelashes to see if they fit her. And I did use the peaches and cream ones, just because they're more natural and Jess doesn't like really full ones like I normally use. I'm just removing any foundation from Jessie's lips, and then I'm lining her lips with a nude lip liner and then following that in with a gloss. Oh, I had to include these really made me laugh when I was editing the video. I didn't even notice that she did any of these when we was filming. So this is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's something different rather than just seeing my face all the time. Please let me know if you liked it, and please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone. If you wanted to see the Instagram pictures from this look, then you can go over to my makeup page, and that's Kelsey Bamford MUA. It is in the down bar below if you're interested. Bye.